Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
And I'm gonna push. And it's live.
And we're live.
And we're live. Okay. I tend to project just a touch more than you do, so I'll move it just a touch.
Just
closer.
slightly. I know that was a stretch for you to push the microphone over.
It was, yeah. My microphone. Oh, yeah. Now I'm spiking.
Yeah. Well, you also got 3 inches away from it.
Yeah. So, hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. Y'all know me. My name is Marcus. I am your clueless leader. I say they know me like.
Well,
there's some first-time listeners.
There are some first-time listeners, but I'm sure if they're listening to the podcast, they're familiar with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Hopefully. I mean, you're something of a big deal.
This coming from the guy that looks like Ron Burgundy. Okay. So, anyways, my name is Marcus. I am your clueless leader. We are going to go on a learning journey today.
Don't we always?
This episode is a little bit different than what we typically do because I only have one other person with me, and that would be Daniel.
Hey there.
All right. So, also to point out, we are in the White Lightning Harley Davidson studios. Not in a mobile studio, in the studio.
Well, it is the mobile studio, just happens to be in the real studio.
Yes, we are. The mobile studio is the constant studio. It's just we are at the dealership today.
We are.
So that is exciting. Big stuff going on in the background. I wonder if it will pick up that brrr in the background.
Every now and then.
Yeah,
well,
so
with the door shut, it should be okay.
Yeah, we have some construction activities happening at the dealership currently. So, good times.
Actually, you do actually have gum on the bottom of your shoe.
Do I have gum on the bottom of my shoe?
You do actually have gum on the bottom of your shoe.
This shoe? That's
Okay.
not. That's mud.
Oh, is that mud?
Yeah, that's mud.
Oh.
Yeah, no. This is my desk anyways. So what we're talking about, and this is going to come out in appropriate timing.
Absolutely.
Is the time of year gifts for the biker in your life, or if you are the biker, gift for yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, one thing that we always like to do is buy things for ourselves. Look, we buy stuff for our motorcycles all the time.
Yeah. Wait, are we supposed to buy gifts for other people?
I haven't. Stephanie's a little heartbroken this Christmas.
I bought myself some things.
I mean, I told her there was going to be a Pan America under the tree, but she didn't believe me.
I bought, yeah, but it would have your name on it. I bought
from Santa.
I bought Muffin a Christmas present already.
Regarding motorcycling or just a gift in general?
Just a gift in general.
What?
It was one of those gifts. I'm not going to mention what it is because obviously she'll hear that.
Does she actually listen to the podcast?
That's a good question. I think she does sometimes.
I know Stephanie doesn't. She tells me she hears me enough during the day.
And that's the thing, like when we go on road trips and stuff and I start playing the podcast, as soon as it starts, she's like, ugh. And it's not because she doesn't want to listen to the podcast. She doesn't want to hear herself talking.
Oh, well, I can definitely understand that. I still remember the first podcast I was on. I listened to it.
Well, and that's one of the things I tell people. And I did tell you. I mean, I'm sure you remember. Go back and listen to it. It's going to be awkward hearing yourself talk the first time. But now when I turn on the podcast, I don't even think about the fact that that was me. Now, I might say something and be like, I didn't realize I said that.
Well, that's exactly, how it seems. Like, oh, I don't remember that topic. We had that, but, now I can get to listen to it again. It's like a brand new podcast.
Yes.
Like I'm listening to somebody else talk.
Well, what's
out-of-body experience.
It really is, because when I go back and I listen, I don't think, oh, that's Daniel, that's Lewis, that's me, that's Muffin, Megan, Stephanie. Yeah. I don't think of those things. I'm just listening to a podcast.
Absolutely. And I do the same thing because I listen to other podcasts as well. I know that's taboo to this podcast. I know I'm getting the eyes, but I
listen to other podcasts too.
But it's something you listen to the background and get to know the people that are on it. And when we listen to ours, I listen to it. In the moment, you may not notice things,
Yeah.
Because we do every single podcast live. We don't edit the audio.
It's on the fly.
It is on the fly. We just have
Sometimes we
conversation.
might have notes.
Sometimes.
Which, speaking of notes, there is, and I want to point this out to you because I completely forgot about it. This is a motorcycle that we do not have on the list for our game. And it's a fantastic motorcycle, so I encourage everybody to look it up. It's called a Honda GB500. So this motorcycle was produced,
Looks like in the early 90s.
late 80s, early 90s. But it's a 500cc. It's kind of like a British style, like a Royal Enfield.
That looks like a little twin.
Oh,
Cool.
But they're really neat motorcycles.
I can't say I have ever seen one of those.
That's 100% factory.
It almost looks like a custom cafe racer style. It really does. It looks like one of the.
How cool would it be to find one of those?
Oh man, I bet you they're not cheap though. I can't imagine that they're cheap in any. Did they sell those in the United States?
Yeah, that's an
Okay.
American-made motorcycle. So
I know there's a lot of motorcycles.
production was 89 and 90.
I know there's a lot of motorcycles that are really cool and have similar designs, especially small CC stuff that doesn't get brought to the United States and maybe a European only bike or
Yeah.
because that's
Now,
the way that they're.
I need to
Licensing
make sure
works.
that is the right
I mean that.
motorcycle. Well, it says a 400 single, but it does do that twin exhaust, but it could just be that crazy deal that Honda does sometimes with the twins on the singles. And
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
anyways.
But then again, that little twin cylinders CB250 I had one exhaust per cylinder, which I thought was unique. Most twin cylinders just have one exhaust to begin with.
Right. So, anyways, a GB500 would be a fantastic Christmas present to any of us that work on the Daily Biker.
If you have a GB500 and you feel like giving it away and being charitable, we
Yeah.
will gladly accept it, and we will bring you in and do a podcast with you,
100%.
and we'll
I
talk
will-
about you every week.
I will actually give you a piece of paper for your taxes. It's not going to be worth anything at all, but I'll just give you something that says you gave me this motorcycle. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Sounds fair to me.
I will pull out my crayons and I will write on a piece of paper,
Oh,
you gave me this motorcycle.
you're allowed to have crayons?
Thank you. Yeah, I quit eating them a couple weeks ago, so they started letting me have them again. I moved on to Sharpies. So
Oh, I see the collection over there.
yeah, I got them there. I've got a collection in my drawer down here too. I got some highlighters also, in case I ever want some fruity flavors.
Well, just in case. The red does taste like cherry.
The yellow tastes like lemons. Not sure what the blue would taste like.
It's blue raspberry. That
Ocean water?
like the Sonic drink.
Or like the Indian, was it Clorox and water or something like that?
What?
It's, yeah. We won't
I
go down
I haven't heard that one. I highly advise you to not drink Clorox.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. That's not what it is.
It doesn't cure COVID, by the way.
That is not what it is. What is ocean water? But anyways, so gifts for the biker in your life, or gifts for yourself. We don't have scripts, but sometimes we do make notes. I made 3 notes.
3 notes.
3 notes. So we're going to start out with gear. Gear is always a good gift, and obviously you don't have to spend a lot.
No.
I mean, if you have a biker friend that you want to get some stuff for, obviously you probably aren't going to spend as much for yourself, let's be honest. But there's some really good things that you can get for your friends.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, a soft shell jacket that helps with water and wind and everything is a great mid-weather jacket. Now, I wear mine in extreme cold.
Yeah. Well,
I wear a
layer
layer
it up.
underneath it.
But anything windproof is very helpful, especially this time of year or once you get down below 50. And soft shell jackets, non-armored soft shell jackets, can probably be had, $40, $50, $60 usually in that range for
What?
something that's at.
Did you say you soft shell?
No, usually.
Oh,
Yeah.
usually.
I would highly advise you to not buy used gifts for your loved ones. But or maybe you should. Maybe you don't like them that much. They're not as loved as you once thought they were. So buy a used gift for them. They'll never notice. He's staring longingly at the computer. Ocean water.
Yeah.
We're still on this.
A beverage created by discharging a can of cheap alcohol-based hairspray, like Aquanet, into a 1-gallon milk jug and adding water to taste. This is the preferred method of intoxication for the United States Native American alcohol on Sundays. United States Indian reservations do not sell alcohol beverages on Sundays, thus requiring Indians and alcoholism to consume from other sources. So, like I said, it's not good for you, but that just shows cultural appropriation turning something that's actually bad into something that Sonic sells.
And they're actually really good. I mean, during a warm summer day, stop at Sonic and get the Route 44 ocean water.
Cherry limeade.
Cherry limeade is where it is.
Yep.
But
so, anyways, gear. So soft shell jackets are really nice to get. Helmets, I'm going to advise people to stay away from buying people helmets as a gift.
I would agree, because a helmet is a very personal item, and there's so many different shapes and sizes and designs. Like, one helmet that may fit me may not fit you, or it may not fit Stephanie.
Well, it's like if you were going to buy me a helmet and you knew my Shelly.
Yeah.
Would you have ever picked out my AGV?
Probably not. It'd be up there in the running, but I would...
Yeah, but you wouldn't have picked out this design and everything.
No.
You wouldn't think that I would get a crazy painted Rossi helmet with fish all over it.
Oh, no. Knowing you, yes. but no, that if I didn't know you as well as I do, I would stick with just plain Jane colors or maybe a simple graphic design. No, I would not get the Rossi helmet for somebody that I wasn't so familiar with.
Well, so that's the thing. So what I tend to tell people... in my own experience, and I've dealt with this working in parts departments and selling helmets, working in motor clothing departments and everything, selling helmets and everything. If you have somebody in your family and you want to get them a helmet, or even a friend, you're like, man, they need a new helmet. I want them to get a helmet. Okay. Get them a gift certificate to somewhere so they can go get them a helmet.
Yeah.
Okay, and even if, like Daniel said, the personalization of it, everybody's head fits different. And the factor of everybody's head fits different, I want to point that out too, because an AGV fits me and Daniel. It doesn't fit everybody.
No, and that's actually when I first went to go get the AGV. I went over to Cycle Gear because they have that big selection of helmets. I tried on maybe 10, 15 different helmets, and all of them fit in different ways. You'd have different pressure points. You know, the shape of your head is different.
My most comfortable helmet to date is still my Shoei.
I believe it.
But...
Because that's an RF 1200?
No, that's a GTR 2.
GTR 2, okay.
So, but my AGV, the K3 Rossi series, it's an awesome helmet, and it's comfortable. It's not as comfortable as my Shoei. Now, keep in mind, my Shoei is good and broke in. The AGV is going to get more comfortable. Yeah. But I needed a helmet that was going to be capable of being able to attach cameras and sound equipment too. Keep that in mind. That's a little Easter egg with some stuff that we're working on. And my Shoei, although they make a Sena-based system that's designed to build into the helmet system, it doesn't do what I need it to, because with the Senas, the Sena that I need is a very particular Sena.
Yeah.
And clamshells don't fit on that Shoei because it's already made.
The way that they have that connection underneath there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what he's...
Good Lord. I know he's building something, but that's...
It sounded like he was trying to break something.
He messed up.
He's trying to break himself. Oh, shoot, his 3 inches too big. Let's beat it off.
Gotta find a hammer somewhere.
Helmets aren't a bad gift. I wouldn't buy them a helmet, though. Like I said, I'd get them a gift card or something like that for a helmet.
Now, if it's somebody that you know, and let's say a spouse, and you have access to their current helmet, get a replacement. The same thing.
If you got a buddy that is rocking whatever, for our listeners, we'll say you have a buddy that has a 3 or 4 year old Biltwell lane splitter, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to get a new one.
Yep.
And you can get your hands without them paying attention on their helmet, and that's what they're already wearing. Obviously, if you're going to buy that same helmet, you could do that.
but not knowing what they wear already and not having
Yeah.
that access, like Marcus said, a gift card to a place that sells helmets where they would be able to pick out the design or style that they want would probably be
Well,
ideal.
The other factor too is that I want people to keep in mind. Say you have a buddy that wears a particular helmet, and you're like, you know what, he needs a new helmet. Let's find out what he has, and I'll get one like it. That doesn't mean he wants that helmet again.
That is true. That is true.
Because not many. So I went 2 gens on the GT Air, and I liked both of them.
Yeah.
But I was ready for something different.
Well, actually, I've been meaning to ask you about that because I know you went with the AGV. I have AGVs as well, and I actually ordered a Rossi AGV that should be coming in tomorrow.
Well, and Heather has a Rossi AGV
Yeah.
as well.
So I guess was that the? I know Shoei, you wanted something that's different. What was the reason to go with the AGV over another Shoei, even a different design Shoei, a different model line?
So I looked at some Shoeis. Price point was probably the biggest factor.
Yeah.
Because the AGVs are a quarter to half the price if you're getting a K1 or a K3. If you're getting a K5 or a K6,
You start running up there in that $500-$600 range.
yeah, and you honestly can run up to $1,700-$1,800 on an AGV.
Yeah.
But I mean, the K3, it's a good price point. I think it retails in about $300.
Yeah, just about. I think the plain ones do come. They run sales all the time. on
Yeah,
them,
you said
but-
you ordered one on sale for about half off.
Yeah. I got mine from AGV directly, and it was $180 shipped to my house for a brand new K3.
Which would be about 50% off.
Yeah.
So, because I think mine was $299.95 retail.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, it's not a bad gift. It's probably what I would stay away from though if I was looking at getting somebody a gift. But gloves, if you know their size, gloves are going to be just like if you're buying somebody's shoes. A lot of people think it's a little bit easier than that. Going, oh, they wear a large. I've got extra large in some. I've got large in some. I've
All
got
depends on the
2X
cut.
in some. Yeah, it's going to depend on the type of glove. Some people, if they wear a large mechanics glove, they might want an extra large in what you have, like a leather glove with a fur lining inside and everything, because they want a little bit more breathing space. And even then, too, I'm going to say this: gloves are like helmets are. Not all brands of gloves fit the same.
Exactly, and I'll go back and say that if you're looking at gear, things like that, they maybe need boots or gloves or a new helmet. A gift card to a place that sells them is probably going to be
That's probably your best option.
probably be your best route, even if you know them. Probably the best case scenario for that.
So, that being said, getting into other gear like chaps or riding pants, that's pretty much going to be based on your pant size. If you know their pant size, you're pretty good with that. Also, most places don't have an issue with coming in for exchange on those items. A helmet, once again, that's the thing you got to be particular about. I haven't met a place yet that you can buy a helmet from and just come back and be like, oh, this wasn't the right one, or something like that.
I did return one to Cycle Gear once. I bought the wrong size.
Yeah.
I tried it on. It's like this wasn't going to work for me, and they allowed me to return it directly to them and exchange it for it.
There was
I did exchange. I could have returned it.
There was probably a lot of conversation that happened too.
There was a little bit of conversation. But I had the box. I mean,
Right.
I literally took it out of the box,
all
put it
kinds
on my
of questions
head.
that get answered. I mean, because the thing is people, buy a helmet, go home before they ever get to put it on, they accidentally knock it off the counter and stuff like that. You can run into some major safety concerns
Absolutely.
returning something like that.
Yeah, helmets are not made to be dropped. Well, they are made to be dropped. They're not made to be used after they're dropped. Once you've exhausted the protective layer inside there, that's usually a time to replace the helmet. I know a lot of people don't do that, but that's what you should be doing when you're talking about helmets.
Yeah, my Shoei actually got dropped about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And that was one of the factors. Oh, with my AGV too, the other reason why I picked that helmet was because I did want a Rossi helmet.
It is a really good looking helmet.
I've wanted the donkey forever, and the donkey's no longer available.
That's a shame.
I probably could have bought a donkey from,
You almost have to go second hand, but
well, not necessarily second hand, but maybe eBay or close out from somewhere or something like that. But even then,
But you're taking a risk.
I'm taking a
don't
risk.
know.
I've never put on that helmet before. This was, I could get the helmet in, and if it didn't fit me the way I wanted it to, I haven't paid for it yet. I can send it back, get a different size, those types
Yeah,
of things.
because you ordered yours through the dealership here.
I did.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, riding gear, getting into, pants, jackets,
Boots,
vests.
gloves.
Yeah. Well, like we established, boots, gloves, helmets,
Yeah.
you're probably going to be better off getting somebody a gift card, because somebody that you see somebody riding with something in particular, that might not be what they want next. You have a pair of boots that you ride with a lot of times,
I do.
but when you get ready to buy new riding boots, that might not be the same type of boot you're going to be looking for.
Unfortunately, Caterpillar does not make that type of boot anymore, which is a shame. So I'm going to have to find a new. I'm in need of new riding boots. I do eventually need to find a pair.
So that's where you come into that factor of you're going to be looking for something different.
True, very
And
true.
even if they did make that boot, you potentially would be looking for something different.
Got my options.
So those are safe places to buy cards. T-shirts for the people in your Harley people in your life. T-shirts are always a great gift, though.
I think I've acquired more Harley shirts this year than I've ever thought I'd ever own.
But you have more Harley shirts than you got Kawasaki.
That is true. I only have 2 Kawasaki shirts. I do have more Harley gear than I have Kawasaki or Honda gear. Actually, I don't have any Honda gear.
The other thing, moving into the next category, is going to be parts for the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay away from big parts unless they have literally came to you and said, this is the exhaust I want, or this is the seat I want, or
Please
these are the
buy it.
handlebars that
I
I'm
want
looking
this
for.
engine. Go
Or
buy me
this
an
is
engine.
this is the 131 that I very specifically want for my street glide. I would stay away from those items, like I said, unless you know
Exactly.
very specifically.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those items you're going to have to order. We have a lot of stuff here. But if you wanted to get a Saddleman seat for your friend, we're probably going to have to order it. Now, usually we can get it pretty quick, but it might not be the Saddleman seat they want.
Mm-hmm.
It could be as simple as you ordered one with tuck and roll and they want a diamond stitch. I don't think they're going to be pissed off at you because you bought them a Saddleman seat and they don't have to buy one now. But it's not what they were looking for. But there are several things that you can buy for people that are inexpensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you know what kind of grips that they like, very specifically with we'll say Avon.
Yeah.
So if you go, oh, you know what? They like Avon memory foam grips in about a medium size. You could walk up into most any shop and buy a 1-inch Avon medium memory foam grip for them.
Well, and I was going to say that's actually one good thing about Harley Davidson in general. You have the shop here with pretty much every motorcycle accessory that you could ever want. And majority of them are not expensive. I mean, some are.
We have most every accessory too on at least a bike, not necessarily a new bike, but we have a huge selection of pre-owned inventory. So there's bikes that you can browse through. I mean, there's a lot of times people will go, hey, I'm looking for Vance and Hines on my twin cam, but I've never heard a set. It's like, well, let's walk through the floor and see what we can find.
Yeah.
So,
but that's what I was going to say. And I'd imagine a lot of the small accessories, like your cup holders, your grips, things like that, are very universal between.
yes.
I mean, for the most part.
The only thing you're looking at on that, and even then, depending on the manufacturer of the cup holder, is going to be whether it's a perch mount or whether it's a clamp mount that goes on a handlebar or engine guard. And even then, with ones that go on like handlebars and engine guards, a lot of time they come with different size spacers.
Yeah.
So you can run different things. So, like Daniel said, stuff like cup holders, phone holders,
like tank bras, things like that.
yeah, tank bras, luggage.
Yeah.
So, sissy bar bags, little tool kits, those types of things. Those are great items to buy for people. I just think big items are something I would stay away from unless you knew very specifically.
Well, going along the items for the motorcycle itself, talking about like maybe even service items. You know, if they like to do their own work on their bike and, you know, they like to do their oil changes, you know, if you're buying a Harley, you can buy oil right outside.
Well, not just that. You can buy them if they don't like doing their stuff. You can buy them a service.
There you go.
You can buy them a gift certificate specifically for them to have service done on their motorcycle. You know, if you have a friend and, you know, he's just bought a new bike this year and he's at 1,200 miles and hasn't had his 1,000 mile service done, go into the dealership, walk up to the service counter and say, hey, my buddy has this kind of bike. How much is a 1,000 mile service? Let me get a gift card for that much.
Yeah, and that would be a fantastic gift for somebody.
Oh, heck yeah, that'd be a fantastic gift. I got a 30K service if somebody wants to get me something for Christmas.
If you want to give Marcus a 30K service for Christmas.
That would be fantastic. Because I'm about 700 miles over on my 30K.
He's avoiding it because it's expensive. This might blow the budget.
It's not that bad.
Really?
No. I mean, when I think of expensive service, I don't think of that.
Think about all your future engine work.
Yeah, that's what I think about. I mean, I have a $1,400 set of exhaust on my motorcycle that is not even duals. So the 30K service is not that much.
But I mean, I know you don't have this problem on a Harley being belt driven, but most of my bikes are chain drive. Yep. They actually sell some nice little kits that are chain lubricants and cleaners. Yep. They come together, you know, they come with a little brush and stuff like that. Something
keep in mind too, nice. Just buying you some gear dope for your shaft driven Honda.
Absolutely. Something like that. You know, little things that may make servicing the bike or living with the bike easier.
Yeah. Well, and two, there's other little things. So say you know somebody that has a Harley and you want to buy them something and you don't know, like right now, I could roll in here and I could buy Lewis a set of
skull end caps for his grips.
Yeah. No, a set of Custom Dynamics LED light inserts because I know what kind of bike he has.
Yeah.
You know, they're not super expensive. I gave him a pretty cool gift, but also on the front end, they brighten up the bike.
Yeah.
So I've gave him a little bit more safety. So little things like that. If you have a buddy that bought a bike that's chromed out and they're slowly blacking it out, you know, every single one of those accessories, you could buy them.
Some polish.
Yeah.
Say your bike looks like crap. You need to clean it.
But you could buy them some of the black accessories so they could slowly start changing things out. But like I said, bars is one of those things that it gets kind of tricky about because everybody's particular on what kind of bars they want.
Well, I mean, that's when we were over here the other day, this past weekend, there was a guy in here coming to look at bars, actually, and he sat on Lewis's bike that has, I think, 12-inch bars on it, and he was like, well, my other buddy has 14s, and then I saw someone else that had 10s, and I don't know which one I want. So something like that is very specific.
I do tell people, if you don't know in that situation, just buy the 12s. You'll be happy with them. You won't be mad about it. Yeah. I had 14s. Like you said, Lewis had 12s. I still think his was sufficient enough. I could have lived with 12s all day long and not had any issues.
Yeah.
So, but
that's your personal choice.
Right. Lewis's bars were present to him from me and Scott and Shannon when he got married. But we knew he wanted 12-inch bars.
Yeah. But once again, you have intimate knowledge of what he wants, his bike, and knowing exactly what accessory to buy for him.
Correct.
And that goes into what you were saying, you know, big items, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up.
Well, and if you have somebody, too, that has, I don't even want to say just a Harley, but if you have a buddy that has a motorcycle that has an engine guard. So an open engine guard on a cruiser, meaning when I say open engine guard, there's no lower fairing, there's no plastics on the engine guard. So anybody that has a bagger with no lower fairing on it, or a soft tail, or even getting into like your bike, now your engine guard, is it a full size or a small?
It is I have the engine guard crash bars, the big loops.
Yes.
But there's nothing inside.
But are they short or are they full height?
They're short. They're
Okay.
the way the engine's. It covers the engine.
Well, what I'm getting at is soft lowers. So they are canvas. Some people make them in leather, but most of them are a canvas textile material that slide over the ends and clip together. I mean, you're talking from Harley Davidson, they're like $100.
Yeah, that's not bad, and that adds for wind protection.
It adds for wind protection. It adds some. Honestly, Sunday coming over here, I was talking about how the lower part of my pants got a little bit of wet. They wouldn't have been that way if I'd had those soft lowers on there. Unfortunately for me, I changed out my engine guard to a chopped engine guard, and I can't run soft lowers on my motorcycle.
But something like that would be a great gift for somebody that may be looking to extend their riding season into colder or wetter months.
100%. That being said, hippo hands.
Yes,
Hippo
absolutely.
hands would be a great gift, and even if you buy some for your friend and they go, I'm not putting those on my motorcycle, be like, I'll put them on mine if you don't put them on yours, because they are fantastic.
Absolutely, and I'm sure you've got yours on your
I've
bike
got mine
right now.
on right now. I'm going to be happy when I leave that they're on, because right now it's currently 43 degrees.
That's what I was going to say. It was a little over 40 when I got here. So
Yes, it's a touch chilly outside.
just a hair.
So there's all kinds of, like I said, there's all kinds of little things that you could get for the motorcycle. But I guess the biggest thing with the motorcycle, just like with the body, stay away from the big items.
Yeah.
So
If you don't know, don't take a guess.
yes, the other thing too, anybody that's listening to this that's a biker knows, decorative items for your house or your garage. We will always take those.
Yes, absolutely.
Signage, models,
Mm-hmm. Flags.
yeah, anything like that. I mean, bring it on. If you're
Christmas ornaments.
if you're a Harley person, yeah. I mean, I've got
Yeah.
Christmas ornaments right here
Are
already.
those the little helmets and tanks?
Yeah. So, I've got those. But, if it's Harley people, I mean, you got your choice, man. You got wall art that's anywhere between paintings to mirrors to coat racks to half of a gas tank
Yeah.
that sits on the wall. You got to see that. That's actually really cool. I'll show it
Is
to
that
you.
out there on the floor?
Yeah, I'll show it to you. You
Well,
might be like, I'm getting some Harley wall art.
I've got to get a Harley first.
No, you can have some Harley wall art.
Can I? Am I
Yeah,
allowed?
well, it's motorcycle stuff.
True. That is true.
I mean, the thing about us is you don't own a Harley yet.
Yet. But I'm not saying that I'm not going to own one.
Well, you're also a motorcycle guy.
Yeah.
You're not an anti-Harley person.
Oh, no.
You just don't own a Harley.
Hey, that's exactly the case.
But there's a million things, and some of these things don't cost you as much money as what you think. Say you end up going to one of the NHRA drag races for yourself, and you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself, and it's all of a sudden you meet somebody like Andrew Hines. I mean, there's no reason. There's one right there. You take one of the posters or a brochure or something like that, and you get him to autograph it, just like you would with sports stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to a memorabilia company.
Yeah.
You could get something achieved while you're somewhere that turns out to be a really good gift. I know Lewis, we've talked about some couple ideas for Lewis.
Just a few.
That is really neat items that aren't expensive,
No, not at all.
but are very unique. And sometimes all it takes is a little bit of thought, and that's really what it comes down to. Sometimes is that thought that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, it's kind of a generic statement to say that.
But it is true, though.
It's
when it
100%
comes down
true.
to it, it's true. Because anybody can go order something off of Amazon and say, here you go.
Yeah,
Putting some effort in, knowing what they like. What
if you want to get a buddy of yours a really good gift,
money.
we'll use this as an example. Say a friend of yours, and you might not know who I'm talking about, Daniel, but say a friend of yours is a fan of Adam Sandoval, and you get the chance to meet Adam Sandoval. Take a selfie with Adam Sandoval, get it printed out, and have Adam Sandoval autograph it, and then give that to your friend. So your friend has an autographed Adam Sandoval picture of you. That's a great gift.
Hang that up in the house.
Yes.
I do have to say that's one thing that Harley Davidson does a really good job with is merchandising.
Yeah, branding in general.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
all the way up to your truck that you're driving down the road.
Absolutely. I can't go into a Kawasaki or a Honda dealership and get the same level of gear.
You know,
now, Honda is good. It has some.
Well,
but not this.
Honda has some because of. Hang on, real quick. Are you done? It's the police raiding us right now. Are you done?
Or not yet.
Okay. So yeah, Honda was frustrating, but what's cool is there are some big brands that do co-branding with Honda, and you can get that if you go looking in the right spots with other brands too.
Yeah. Well, I know you see a lot of HRC stuff, Honda Racing, but I know like Kawasaki really doesn't have much outside of their dirt bike apparel type line.
Okay, and we're back.
That quick intermission.
Yes. Well, to them,
there was no intermission.
it's been a second.
You don't actually
Even
know.
a
This is the
millisecond.
next day. We're actually adding on to it the next day.
That is the cool thing about this feature with this mic and everything in the app that I'm running out. We literally could do that, like if there was an emergency.
Yeah.
But anyways, so basically, when it comes down to it, I'm not telling you don't spend big money on your friends, but buy smart. I mean, don't go out and buy things that are potentially going to have to get returned. Nobody likes to be a jerk, but I'm sure you would rather they buy you something
Useful that you can use.
or want.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, buying somebody the wrong exhaust or the wrong intake or the wrong handlebars could be a little bit of a headache.
And then trying to figure out how to return it if you even can.
Without letting your friends know.
Yes. Did you put a gift receipt in that giant box you gave me?
Yes. But 'tis the season, be grateful and be giving, especially to this podcast. But we do want you to know that we all love you, and we hope that you have a Merry Christmas. But don't worry, the game's not over yet. Or we're not over yet. We still have a game to play.
We still have a game. I do want to add, before we do the game, cleaning supplies for the motorcycle.
What?
Polish, yeah, I know. You don't clean your motorcycle, but I do. Lewis does. Cleaning supplies, waxes, polishes,
I'm going to tell you now.
tire shine for the tire.
It's obvious that you haven't hung out with Lewis enough yet to know. Don't clean your motorcycle. Just let him do it.
Oh, I know. I'm waiting for him to come over.
The last time my motorcycle was cleaned, though, Lewis didn't do it. I actually had it done here at the shop.
And he complained about it the entire time looking at it.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Did you
What was he saying?
Oh, he was
I
like-
didn't hear him.
Well, it was over when we were at
Bar
Bar
Watson.
Watson.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, they missed this spot over here. They really didn't do a good job cleaning this, did they?
Yeah. The wheels turned out fantastic.
The wheels
though.
did look really good.
You can actually see that they're bronze and they're shiny now.
All right, there's my 3.
Okay. I have the original bag over here, too. You've never seen the original bag.
No.
There's 3 for me.
Ooh,
All right. Oh,
this
damn
one's
it.
going to be a difficult one for me.
Okay, here. Let's. Oh.
Man, this is tough.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you go first. You seem to be having a tough time.
Nope, I got it figured out. So I actually have a chip that I got last time. So I have an Ultra Glide. Okay. That's going to be the big with the tour pack, full radio.
Yep.
A GSXR Matt Mladen edition. And a Ducati Diavolo. So last time I just rode the Diavolo. This time the Diavolo's for sale. Anybody want to buy a Diavolo?
I feel like this was an easy choice for you this time.
Yes. The Ultra Glide, I'm going to customize it. It's not going to be a whole lot, but, ultra limited, FLHTK, heated grips, and those types of things that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I will put some exhaust on it to get a little bit of sound out of it. I'll put some different handlebars on it to get a little bit more comfort for me.
Okay.
Outside of those custom items, I'm going to ride it, but keep in mind, I'm not leaving it stock.
No.
Because until you ride a Batwing fairing motorcycle, you don't know those stock handlebars suck. GSXR Matt Mladen edition, I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
I am riding that thing and leaving it in pristine showroom condition.
I don't blame you one bit on that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a collector's item
Oh,
for
it'll
one that's
probably-
pristine showroom condition one day.
Yeah. It probably already is if you think about it.
I got a buddy that has one. I could have asked him, but his is nowhere close to stock.
Well ridden.
It's turboed and everything.
Oh, yeah, definitely not stock. That might be a collector's edition one in the future, the only turboed one.
I doubt it's the only turbo, but it was on a magazine cover.
Well, there you go. So it is a collector's item then.
Yeah, they used to print magazines. If you didn't
What?
know that,
Print them?
yes,
You don't get them in your email?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
okay.
This was before.
No, I still get the Harbor Freight magazine every couple weeks.
I think everybody gets the Harbor Freight magazine, even when they don't want the Harbor Freight
that
magazine.
and Money magazine.
Yep, I get Money magazine. I used to get Guns and Gardens. Never signed up for it, and
That's
I
an
got it for
interesting
like
one.
7 years, like without ever signing up for it. I even moved,
They found you?
and they found me.
Did what? I don't even know. I don't know how those go together. But all right.
Yeah. Just so people know, if you've never read Guns and Garden magazine, it's not like ARs and Glocks. It's like
Shotguns.
the fully decorative shotguns to go skeet shooting.
Your $30,000
Yeah,
trophy guns.
If you read Guns and Garden magazine, you will understand why hatchback cars here are called shooting brakes in the UK.
That went over a lot of people's heads.
Yes, a lot of people went, I don't know what a shooting brake is. Anybody that watched the original Top Gear goes, I know what a shooting
I
brake
know
is.
exactly what that is. All right. So I actually got 3 really good ones, so it's going to make it difficult for me.
What's your
So I
three?
got a SV650,
Okay.
a GSXR 600,
Okay.
and a Suzuki RE5.
RE5 or R85?
That looks like an RE5.
So what's a Suzuki RE5?
So that is going to be the one that I keep and do not touch.
Uh,
If it is the one that I'm thinking, because we did do an RE5 when we were writing these, and it was a very
RE5.
RE5. It is the rotary powered Suzuki.
Oh.
It was one of the only ones that came with a Wankel.
What?
Yes. And it's a 2-stroke rotary.
That is weird. So where's the 5 coming from? Is it 5 liters or something?
Because it's a rotary, they count every chamber on the piston
Yeah, I get
as
the
a
thing.
liter. You know, they count them that way. So I think it is actually like 5. It's a 5-liter engine. The way that it
Okay.
actually
So where the gauges are? This is the gauges, and
Yeah.
it looks.
looks like a Bluetooth speaker.
It does.
If you've never
Okay,
seen,
so this one does not have the gauge cluster on it.
that must.
I mean, it has a gauge cluster, but it doesn't have
that one's turboed.
what?
That one looks like it's turboed.
You talking about this?
No, I'm talking about the way that pipe is in the front there. I don't.
There? No, this?
Yeah, that.
No, that's just what they are. See?
No, okay. Just from that angle, it looked
Yeah,
different.
it's apparently you have to have a massive radiator.
There's your Wankel. So I would ride this without even touching it. I would.
My mind is blown.
I know. Did you not know that they made a rotary powered motorcycle? I think that was like 1970s.
74 through 76.
Yeah.
It's 497 cubic inches.
So
It is or it's cc's. It is 30 cubic inches.
little baby engine.
30.
30.
30.
Yeah. Yeah. 500 cc's.
Harley makes motors that have more than 30 cubic inches, over 100.
You could fit an entire one of these inside that difference.
61 horsepower, 55 foot-pounds of torque, 5-speed,
I want to say
4.5 gallon tank.
I want to say they were 2-stroke as well.
4.5 gallon tank. Sorry, 3.7 imperial gallons, or 17 liters for our people not in doing correct math.
I just love that this has blown your mind knowing about a rotary motorcycle. It's a very unique sound. It sounds like a rotary does, and it's one
Top
of those.
speed, 104 miles an hour.
I would not go 104 miles an hour.
I don't know how something with that much horsepower. doesn't go 1,000 miles an hour faster than that.
It should too with the RP. I think the RPM limit on those was like 11,000 RPM or something like that. It was something ridiculous.
Let's see here. 563 pounds.
Well, it's a heavy engine,
That is a very heavy beast.
and it's water cooled because it has that big radiator out front.
9.4 to 1 compression ratio. Okay, cool. You're going to just ride that.
I'm just going to ride that one. That is a collector's motorcycle now because they obviously, as you can tell, nobody's putting out rotary motorcycles.
Yeah, that motor would be really fun in the back of like a little Baja golf cart.
Oh, absolutely. And there's a reason why they don't make rotary motorcycles because the fuel economy is terrible and it makes a lot of noise.
I was going to go with the fact that they burn too much oil.
That is also probably one of the reasons.
A rotary probably burns more
issues.
oil than a two-stroke.
Oh, no doubt. And I think I want to say that one was a two-stroke rotary. I really want to say that's what it was. I may be wrong in that.
So you're going to buy an RX-7 with a bad engine, and you're going to put that engine in it.
It'd probably make more power. And probably run longer, too. So
there's a guy in town that has a really nice RX-7.
The
Probably the
RX-7
nicest and fastest RX-7 I've ever seen. It's got an LS3 in it. Continue.
So the other two, and this is where it's going to be difficult, the GSXR 600 and the SV 650. I have wanted for a very long time to build a track motorcycle, and these are both perfect track motorcycles.
Yeah, but you have to get rid of one of them.
I am going to turn the GSXR 600 into the track motorcycle. I like the SV 650.
I just think that V-twin would be more fun on the
The
track.
V-twin would be fun. And I told you, this is it was a hard decision. It's a 50-50 toss-up for me. I like the GSXR 600. I think it's a very interesting motorcycle. And if you're going to do track day only riding on it, it's a perfect track day bike. Now, the SV 650 is a good motorcycle. You could take that to work. Yeah, just period. That's a good all-around motorcycle. And a lot of people turn them into track bikes.
A lot of people ride them as track bikes.
That's everybody's first track bike right there, is an SV 650.
I don't know.
Because they're fairly cheap.
I bet you get a GSXR cheaper than you get an SV 650.
Well, no, one that's not wrecked.
Oh.
Because every GSXR I see on Facebook Marketplace, it's only been laid down in the driveway. Yeah, it looks like it hit a tree at 60 miles an hour.
It's only been laid down in the driveway. That's why the cases are ground down an inch.
Yeah, well, it's superficial. Just throw new plastics on it.
I love that when they put the new plastics on it, but the case is still ground down on the side.
The mirrors are broken. All the turn signals are gone.
It's like, let's talk about this.
Yeah, I was looking at one the other day that actually it was the same thing. All new plastics all over the bike. It was a early 90s Ninja ZX7.
Yeah.
And they're cool. They're vintage, 90s style sport bikes, so twin headlight, very unique. I like that vintage style.
Yeah.
And it had all new plastics on it, as the seller had put in all caps on the listing for it. And you could see it had the handlebars were actually bent on one side.
I remember a guy coming in one time with a CBR 1000, and he was trying to trade it in for another CBR 1000, a newer bike, which is not necessarily that big of a deal, but he had made statements about how the bike had never been down. And I immediately look at it and go, yes, it has. He's getting mad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you buy the bike new? And he's like, yes. I go, have you ever let one of your friends borrow it? And he said, no. I go, okay, then you wrecked it and you are lying to us. And he's like, no, it's never been down. I go, okay, you replaced the plastics on it and you replaced the cover on the side of the engine. What you didn't replace is the case underneath the cover where I can see that it's slid a little bit.
It's been ground down.
And you've put black paint back over it so no one would notice it at a first glance. But guess what, bro? I can see it from here because when you trade these things in, there's very specific points that you look at.
Yeah.
And one of the very first things that they would do where the cases would stick out of the edge of the plastic, you just reach down and run your hand underneath the case.
Oh, yeah.
Because in case you don't know, if you lean that far over that your case grinds,
You're sliding.
Your wheels are off the ground.
You are absolutely sliding.
100%.
You have low-sided, and that is it.
100%. I'm glad you low-sided and not high-sided, though. Because if you high-sided, you wouldn't be here lying to us. The bike would be totaled. You might be okay, but your bike would probably be totaled.
We got it fixed up.
Yes. Yes. So,
But, yep, so I am going to turn the GSXR into a 100% dedicated track motorcycle. And I'm going to sell the SV650 and then buy it back later.
with the insurance money after you wrecked the GSXR
Yes,
track bike.
after I'd bend the GSXR into the firewall.
That's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty standard for GSXRs.
Yeah. Should we go look at Facebook Marketplace and see if we can find one that's not totaled?
Oh, good luck.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.